welcome to my channel. Well, as you may notice, hiding behind the dinosaur here is another Case knife. And this knife is sent to me by Toby and family. So this is another one of those 6.5 bone Stag. And it's got this nice slotted sheath here. I really like it's got the picture of, Jimmy Case. Name's not Jimmy Case, but he didn't have scissors. That's why he invented knives. That's why his beard got like that. Now, all that's made up. All right, it says our guarantee since, what year is that, 18? Can't be 1659. Let me look at this. It's 1889 right there. It's just hard to see in the glare. But yeah, this is a nice sheath for this thing, man. Nice sturdy snap. It comes in a box, and it's wrapped in the, case paper. And it comes in a box. And it's hard, it doesn't show as well in this, but this is a brass, I think it is brass, but it's a gold color, All the times I've seen it before, I always thought this was like stainless, but that's really nice. You can see the pin right there. There's two more right there. But yeah, I really like this coloring. All right, now it's got a nail nick back here, but it also has enough room right here. Pretty strong pull opening this one. I think it's just got a tight joint right up here, which is fine because that'll wear in, and then locks in solid. People talk about fit and finish, and you have to ignore the fingerprint smudges. I like how they did the case there, in the thing. Whoa, let's turn it over here. Now, I will say, this is like a hologram right here, that there is a noticeable burr on one side. It can be sharpened, I think this one's called the Mako. Let's see what it shows here. It's a 9-dot. We'll zoom in. Case USA 6.5. We'll look at the box. 158. We'll look at the box. But yeah, your dots are kind of hard to see on this. Let's zoom in closer. Super magnification. Hold still, knife. Hold still. Don't bounce, bouncy thing. All right, I'm going to have to move the knife up here. The glare gets it. All right, we're going to turn the light off on the camera. Oh, we can't see anything. It's gone dark in here. There we go. There we go. You can see it's a 9-dot. So, it should be 2001. All right, we'll put the box over here and verify everything. Go back. We want it to be super magnified, okay? Yeah, it comes in this box. 6.5 bone Stag Mako. That's a shark. 158 LSS stainless steel with sheath. Each one of those numbers means something. The 6.5 is the handle material, and I think that comes from 6 stands for Stag, and 5 stands for bone, or 6 is bone, and 5 is bone, and 6 is Stag. Anyways, 6.5 means it's kind of a blend between two of them. It's bone, but it's trying to look like Stag. Oh, look at Dewey. Sorry. That little safety. Whoa, that little safety helmet there. It may protect your head, but it might cause you to get knocked over. All right, we'll leave him there. Don't pick on him. All right, we'll turn the light back on because we need to see things. But yeah, the fit and finish is really good on this. It's a beautiful knife. I haven't slapped any oil on it or anything. I haven't cut anything with it yet. Let's get a close-up look at the edge. It's a nice bevel on it. Is it double power? All right, stop bouncing. But yeah, it comes with a rough edge, or working edge. And I guess they figure, if you're gonna use a knife, you're gonna have to sharpen it. Now I'm of the thought process that it'd be nice if it came out really sharp out of the factory, because they're all gonna get dull sooner or later. But you see that burr there? Look at that edge. Look at that edge. And that's just being critical, but it's nothing that won't be fixed easily. But there's a real burr there. And if you're a knife maker and you're trying to put an edge on your knife, you should know the difference between somebody left it too long on one side on the buffing or sanding wheel or whatever. I know that some of them are going to get out and they're handmade and they make billions and trillions a day, but still, if you're worried about your quality. Now this one is the back spring on this, to push it down, even though it's on a back where it can give it a lot of leverage, it's strong. It's a cold steel triad lock strong back here. You can see I got to put 2 thumbs on it, and because it's tight, it won't just fall down. That's right, but I got to have something to push against. Get it started. See? It just stays there. But look at that. Look at that dent. It's like I said, it's gonna wear in. It's no problem. I like the blade shape of it. I like the non-match strike, kind of nail neck. And we'll do the dimensions. Uh-oh, you did it now. So yeah, I don't know what you can do about that. Like I said, even without, the spring right here, it's good to have a good strong spring on it, because, man, it's solid. It ain't going anywhere, up or down or sideways. And you want that. I can get 4 fingers on it. Oh! I warned you, Dewey. Having a kid or anything. Don't touch that. It's hot. And they're act like they know what you're saying, and a few minutes later, all right. So stop it. Yeah, I like this. It's really nice, and like I said, it fits in the case. Now let's compare it to. Here's a buck 110. So a buck 110, of course, is larger. Already you can tell the case. Earthquake. You can already tell the case is, quite a bit larger on a buck. So you're getting it smaller. Now my thought on blocking knives are they can be really small, like this. This one's hiding up here. I forgot all about. This is the Queen City with abalone. This camera doesn't do it justice, and that's almost too dark. You really have to see it in the light. It looks more like that all the time without this special, the way the camera's catching it. But these colors just don't show up well on the camera. Especially right here, there's a big green glowing spot right here that camera just doesn't want to show it. It just looks almost black and white in this. Anywho, it's just a cell phone camera. It's nothing super fancy. So that, small, even the Barlows, even small ones can have a locking blade on them, which gives you the advantage if your country doesn't forbid it for some reason. In the name of safety, it's like, oh, it's for safety of the public. you can't have a locking knife. Well, what about the safety of the person holding the knife? Aren't they the public? Anyway, we're not going to go into a knife rant. Not yet, anyway. I can't guarantee there won't be one. But when you get a big knife like this, that's non-locking, as long as it locks in solidly and there's a place for your hand to hold it, but you should be all right. But you know, you're getting to the point where it'd be good if you didn't have. That's one less thing you'd have to worry about. Is this is solidly locked in place, and you physically have to do something that normally holding a knife wouldn't trigger it to just close randomly. You know, so that's why they put it way back here. Or, you know, even on Spyderco they had that Boyd dent or whatever, you know, so that it was scalloped out so you wouldn't inadvertently accidentally hit it and disengage it. But here it is compared to an old timer. I'll see what his number is. This is one is Ironwood Schrady 6OTW. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Now, if you're worried about weight and everything, but you still want the length and kind of, you know, functionality of a Buck 110, I think this guy's Bearhead is what he's called. You could get one of these. It's narrow and it's significantly lighter. I don't know. I know this one's 7.2 ounces, but I don't want to break the scale in case it's over on the little one there. All right, so let's get back to looking at this guy. So, like I said, it's got a stiff joint in here, but that'll wear in. This is how it comes. It's very clean inside, you know. This is not a Rough Rider. I like it, man. It just fits the hand. Now they make a Mako and a Hammerhead. Now they have some where there's an animal, you know, etched on the blade, the shark or whatever. I don't know if they make any more other fishies, you know, like it'd be good to have a saw. Ooh, if it had a saw cut in it, they could have that shark he's got a big snout straight. What is that guy called? He's not a sawface, is he? I don't know a lot of the fishes and stuff in the sea and stuff. But anyways, there's a shark that's got a long nose. And it looks like teeth, but they're not really, I don't think. I don't know. You better shut up while you're still behind. But yeah, I like a knife to have this, and I like the way they did this bone stag. Again, it's not completely washed out, but this is much darker than it shows up in these lights. Let me change the color here. Maybe we're under super white. Yeah, we're under extra white light and everything. Get up, you. You survived all those knife cuts, but you couldn't survive just a slight tilt of the surface. You gotta be nimble on your feet around here, Dewey. There's a lot of things that go on, and if you're not watching, let me see, you withstood that one. If you're not watching and the earth moves, you could fall down, and all of your little pointy head will not protect you from falling down. So yeah, this is Rough Rider's version of like a Buck 110. It's got a longer blade, but it locked back. Oh, see, I stabbed. If there'd have been a spectator up there, he'd have been jabbed. There went the. You can tell how well scripted these sessions are, man. Everything is just runs like a clock, a well-oiled clock around here that hadn't been wound. All right, so this one is RR067, made in China, 440. Now these come sharp. They're much cheaper than a Case. Now, this is smudge crap stuff. Oh, it's not show off time for you. You didn't know show off time. But this was pretty good. Its back spring is also fairly tight, and it locks down. But as you can see, it's quite a bit longer. All right, we're gonna have to get your dimensions. I'll set you back here. I got a box of Well, you two can be display knives. You can hide once I lift this mat. All right. I don't expect you to survive this, Dewey, so I'll hold you and reposition you. And don't step on the Barlow girls. Yeah, you can be by the trick knives. Sorry. Prop change. Get up there. Get over there. We don't need you anymore. You sit there. All right, compared to a clasp knife, you might want to know. The clasp knife actually feels thinner in some spots. We'll measure its dimensions, but it's about almost half the size, 3/4 the size of a Marvel's clasp knife. All right, what am I throwing away? I'm not throwing this away. All right, let me get a drink of tea here. Right, where were we? All right, let me put up this up here. We've already looked at the box and the number. Oh, we want the date. 5/9/22. So wait a minute, I thought, all right, 2020 would be 10 dots. 2021 would be 9 dots. 22 would be 8. We gotta look at this closer. We gotta look at this closer because, yeah, it'll narrow it down to the years. And we're gonna play a game called Count the Dots. And you can count along with me, but I see 4 dots on top and 5 on the bottom. Am I going wacko? This is a reflection down here on the very bottom here. Let me get a pointer. Let me get a pointer. Let me get a pointer. Oh, is that patented? Is that copyrighted? Kids' taunts. Johnny's got a wart. Johnny's got a wart. No. Johnny patented that nursery rhyme years ago, and now you're in violation. Johnny gets all the royalties from he gets 25 cents out of every video that you put up. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 4 equals 9. So, but because it's Case, and they had to put it in kind of a code and everything, it's not 9. It's 1. All right, so we've settled that. I don't know what we settled, but we've settled that for now, thankfully. Yeah, so the box could be, when they finally finished the knife and they slapped a label on it, because you can see it's computer printed, a little barcode, and they say, all right, here's the work order number, 48, 85, 3. See ya. Computer wouldn't say that 48. They would go 48853, and then 509 May. That was May 9th of 22. That's the year. So technically, this should be an 8 dot. But collectors go after different ones, and 9 dots are, I think, somewhat preferred. I've had 9 dots and 10 dots. Count your dots. But yeah, I like this. This is very nice. So thank you, Toby and family, once again for increasing my case collection with something that you can carry around. All right, I'm gonna have to weigh it on another scale because it feels like it. I think my little gram scale over here goes up to 200. Let's see what happens. It'll just say overload. It won't like. Used to be you had to really watch it on overloading weights on scales because the pressure transducer would freak out. Fry it. You could damage it. Now the computer just says, you idiot, and it just turns off. It says, no, I'm not going to weigh it. I warned you. I warned you I was going to weigh too much. You wouldn't listen. No, you wouldn't listen. All right, now I can't see. All right, we're just going to see if it gives us a number other than, oh, what the hell are you doing? 561. Let me turn We got to go to a mode. It looks like it's 50. Oh, it's 5.6 ounces. 5.6 ounces. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that. There. 159 grams. Or 5.62 ounces. There. See, we didn't break the scale. Came close. Because 200 grams is what the scale goes up to. We went to 192. So see, it's cutting edge technology around here. Cutting. No, I really appreciate this. This was a donation to the channel. Get over here. You. Alright, there's the buck. I was just saying, you know, like, this is Joker's version of a, you know, like a opinel with the, it's not a lock back, but it's locked like this. The advantage of this, it still locks the blade. Doesn't matter whether it's way back here or way up there. It doesn't matter how sophisticated it is. It could be as simple as this, as long as it works. And this works. You know, you get it as tight as you know, want, and it'll lock that thing in. And then when you're finished, you just do it like this, and boom. It's out of the way, Jose. And some of them, like this one, you can do it like this, so it won't accidentally open up on you too much. It's still pokey. It still gets you in pokey land. You would have to continue that little arc a little further down to lock it in place. That's what I would do. See? As it's at this position, it looks like it's locked down, but it allows it to... you have to pull on it. But it would allow you to pokey yourself. Anyway. We'll leave it in tactical mode right there, so you don't worry about the safety engaging on you. So yeah, well, let's check the blade length. I'm not going to close it completely. We'll just do it like this. It's upside down. It's upside down. Alright, you got about a 3-inch blade. They say like 3 1/4, but I think they're counting up to the bar. We got to open it all the way. You're just going to have to close. Think of it as breaking it in. Alright, I'm breaking my thumb. Alright, yeah, you got a 3 1/4-inch blade overall, but you've got a 3-inch cutting edge. That's cool. We keep it in a nice, steady number, everything. But if they were worried about the 3-inch law, I think it's... Yeah, some of them are from the cutting edge. I don't know. I don't know those stupid knife laws. Here in Texas, this would be legal damn near anywhere except for, you know, courthouse or prison. There we go. I need a little assistance to close it. Alright, it's closed. Length. Earthquake! Is, about 4 3/8. Let me see, millimoids. I'm trying to zero it on that line over here, because that's where it starts, is that line. There's optical illusion. 11 millimeters overall. Yeah, this is nice. Fits right here. Punching dinosaur. Stop! Stop! I'm gonna call DPA. Dinosaur Protection Authority and Services. Right. I don't know what the name of the administration he's got now. He's ratting me out too. Remember, I told you, you rat me out, you're gonna get in trouble. Dropped a charade over there. I dropped a pen. Things go dropping. That's why I've got a little box back there where I put stuff when I'm done with it. All right, where's a buck? I don't need you in there anymore. Buck auto. Automatic. Put you over there. Alright, we'll set you over here. And you can come over here and stand on top of them. And you pointer, you can go back there and point at something. Yes, so yeah, this is nice. Now, if you put, I've got some mink oil. You don't know how many minks they had to slaughter and make them, and the other ones captive, work in the mink oil fields to make mink oil. But if you put any of that on, it's going to darken this leather. Already it's, it's about the size, the color of this kind of wood, but it's not as dark as like this desert ironwood. And it's going to get closer to this color if you put it on there. But I don't worry about color or everything, This is just like, oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, that smells good. That's genuine leather there. You'll waterproof it, and you'll help protect it and treat it and everything. I mean, this is stainless steel. This is probably brass. Fits in there perfectly. No fight. And yeah, it's not as heavy as a case. Like I said, the side of it, a buck, it's not as heavy as a buck. 110. Well, the thickness of it doesn't stick out as much. I don't usually worry about that too much when carrying one of these, but still, it's going to fit snugger to the body, to the belt. It's going to be like that compared to this loop. It allows a buck to dangle. And the weight, too. It's the length and the width and the weight and how it carries. Like I said, I have no problem carrying a buck 110. I did it for decades. But it's always nice to find something that looks good and takes the same place, same function, everything, with less weight. And once again, this is not special. Somebody knew it was going to be reviewed, and everything. This is just one they turn out. And I don't see any flaws with this knife. To me it looks good. The fit and finish is great. The polish is fine. The only criticism you could give it would be what's on all case knives. I like that they maintain a constant bevel. They don't go from 25 degrees to 35 to 45 to 95. You see that on other ones where they're but they still, Rough Rider usually does a pretty good job of getting it sharp, but they don't always keep an even bevel. This one, they kept the bevel consistent, but there's a burr. There's a definite burr there. All right, we have to cut something. You know it. And, I don't know where my can is, but I might have to do a hobo test on this. There's a piece of paper I found. See, it'll cut. Wow, that's actually, sometimes a toothy edge will surprise you. That's better than just torn paper right there. Oh, I can feel it dragging though. Man, this is gonna be a wicked knife once it's stropped or honed or sharpened. You could probably just run a ceramic rod on this at most to touch it up. One of those Lansky turnbox things. And then I'd try honing first. Just drop it on leather. Strop it, but don't drop it. So there you go. Sorry to drag this one out. Like I said, I haven't been handling this much because I wanted to just do a first impressions on it. And my first impression is wow. I like it. It's nice. It's classy. And yeah, I'm impressed. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. I almost left out one of the most important tests of all, locking blade, pointy tip. How will it do on a hobo's hip? Oh man. Whoa. Man, it takes a bite. This one is subtracting. Something was grabbing it over here. What was grabbing it? I don't know. Let's try it again. Let's Let's do a rib cage. Oh man, it wasn't a pre-existing hole. I gotta watch my hand because I'm gonna try to go up here. Now that one stopped a little bit, and I pushed a little bit afterward. That was his best resistance down there. We really need a new can. Now that one there is just, yeah, it goes about that far. Hobo armor. It's pretty good though. I've had bigger blades that were stopped. Ow, ow! I don't think it drew blood. It's pokey. We don't need to measure the length, but it was right there. I'd say about an inch. Yeah, that tip is pokey. We have to go after my ruler later. I don't want to close it on my fingers. It's good that this is a stiff resistance here, because once you break this, if it was really loose, you could. The way I was holding it was dangerous, but luckily you didn't see it because it was off camera. But yeah, passes the pokey test.